Hey friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to make an herbal tincture. What I think is kind of funny is I have never made a tincture, and I own an organic skincare company and I make all the products for it. So I work with herbs quite a bit. So I'm a little surprised in myself that I've never done it. But yeah, I wanted to try it out. This isn't a recipe I came up with. This is a recipe I saw on a reel, and I can put it in the description, like who it's from. So if you want to go check it out, you can. I think it's Herbal Academy, I think is where it's from. I think that's right. I just pulled that off the top of my head. So, but I will double check and put it in the description notes. So if you're interested, you can go check it out. I don't want to take credit where it's not mine. But yeah, so I wanted to try it out, and I thought I would take you guys along with me, just because I feel like it fits in the vein of DIY. I think it fits in just testing it out and doing things for yourself. And I don't want to come on here in like a capacity that I know exactly what I'm doing. I don't think it's very hard. I read through the recipe. I think it's pretty self-explanatory, so that's why I feel like I'm able to even share this video. Otherwise I wouldn't. Anyway, with that spiel, with that shtick over, let's get into today's video. So I finally got all my herbs in. I'm so excited to try this. Like I said, I saw this reel, and it's a Tylenol alternative, which I thought was interesting, so I thought I would try it out. I want to preface by saying I am not against conventional medicine. I think it has a time and place, but I do think that there are some good things we can reach for before reaching for Tylenol or ibuprofen or any of the over-the-counter medicines that we know and use quite a bit, that are like very common. And I think you can find a lot of those things in herbal, in my experience. So what I'm going to do, and what I have, is my vodka. This is 80 proof. I think the stronger the better, but this is about what I could find at my local supermarket. Anywhere between 80 to 120 proof will work for tinctures, so I just got the 80 proof. You need a mason jar. And the herbs I'm using for this, or that were in the recipe, is Rosehip, lemon balm, chamomile, and a little bit of lavender, which is homegrown by me, so I'm really excited about that. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to add is fill this jar about a third of the way of Rosehip. So the reason Rosehip is a good herb, as part of an alternative for Tylenol, it is known for reducing inflammation. So when the body is sick and feels pain, it's because there's this inflammation response within your body, because it's bringing your body's attention to, hey, there's inflammation here because like it's injured or sick or whatever, so we need attention here. It's just drawing the body's attention to there. So this will help soothe it and calm it down. The next thing we're adding is, I guess I need a little bit more. It's a third, but we're gonna be generous. All right, that's more like it. All right, next I'm gonna add some chamomile. The reason for chamomile is it's very calming. So we're gonna fill this about a third of the way. And we're making a mess. All right, next I'm gonna add, in her recipe, she added a few teaspoons of lavender. I might add slightly more, just because I personally like lavender. I like the smell, I like the taste of it, and the kind that we grow in our yard is English lavender, so it's culinary. Add a couple of pinches in there. But yeah, lavender is really good for, obviously for the aroma, but also like you can cook with it and it's really yummy. If you go to grandmaslavender.com, our website, you can buy products, but you can also, we also have a blog, and we have different like recipes with lavender in it. So if you're curious about that, plus you can make lavender simple syrup and make like mixed drinks and stuff, and it's really yummy. But anyway, side note. But yeah, I love lavender. And then the last thing I'm going to add is lemon balm. Lemon balm has antiviral properties, so I'm going to add, maybe I'm going to add it if I can open it. We're going to add some of this. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the vodka and I am going to fill the jar. I'm going to fill it till it's about like at the, just over it. Yeah. Till about right here, I think. Alright, so now what happens is this is going to macerate, which just, it's going to macerate for 4 to 6 weeks, which all that means is it's going to sit here for 4 to 6 weeks, and the vodka, the alcohol vodka, it's going to extract all of the goodness from the herbs, so then you can use the liquid, you strain off the herbs, and then you use the liquid, your tincture, in place of like whatever you want to use it as, in place of like Tylenol. So you would use like a dropper full. And then so like once it's macerated for 4 to 6 weeks, I'll put it in, I have some amber bottles, and then I'll put it upstairs with my elderberry tincture, and it'll be good. So yay. I guess we'll see what happens in about 4 to 6 weeks. So I was watching the video back and I realized that I failed to mention specifically why I was using lavender. I did that for the other herbs, but I was a little distracted by lavender within like a food context. Apparently I'm thinking about food. So I wanted to add this in so that way you guys had it for your information and like why I was doing what I was doing. But the reason I'm using lavender, or the reason she was using lavender too, is it's very antibacterial, it's very antifungal, which are all very good properties. When you're sick, it's soothing and calming as well. So it's going to calm down, you know, if you have some inflammation or anything like that. Plus you're going to have the aroma, and that is going to calm you down as well. It's one of the main reasons that Caleb and I use it in our grandma's lavender products, because it's such a versatile herb. And so I had it in the recipe already, but I wanted to add a little bit more because I just think it is a really, really good herb, and it's yeah. So I just wanted to come on and explain why I was using it, because I don't think necessarily how I like using it in cooking is the most helpful in this context. So I just wanted to have this little added so that way you guys knew why I was using it. Hey guys, so I started my tincture a little over a month ago. So I'm going to strain it off today and put them in my dropper bottles so we can use it. So what I'm gonna do to strain it, I just have my bowl and my strainer, and I'm also gonna use a little bit of cheesecloth and line the strainer just to catch more of the finer part of the herb. It's not a necessary step, you don't have to do it. If you don't have a like cheesecloth, you can use coffee filter, that would work just as well, or just use your strainer. That your strainer would be enough. So we're gonna lay that in there all nice. just squeezing the cheesecloth to get as much liquid as I can. But now what I'm gonna do, you could use the bowl. I bought these little jars off Amazon, and it comes with like a funnel. So I'm just gonna use the funnel and pour the tincture in the bottle. So that way it's easy to use. Yeah. So to pour it in there, I think it might be a huge mess to try to do it from the bowl. So I'm going to put it in my Pyrex mixing cup that has a handle, just makes pouring easier. It's what I use when I make our grandma's lavender products. So for reference, my one jar made about six bottles. These are 2-ounce glass bottles, so about 6 of them. I might be able to get a little bit more if I press, but 6 should be plenty, because this 2 ounces will last you quite a while, I would imagine. So anyway, that is my process of making our own Tylenol alternative. I hope that was helpful. If you guys have any questions, let me know.